Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a first impressions on the Essence must-haves, eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers, all that kind of stuff. They have this new in pennies and they had it a couple of weeks ago, and me and my friend Rachel were in there and we saw and we were like, oh my god, that's such a good idea, because each of the eyeshadows are $1.90, which is like unbelievable, and this palette is only $2.50 and this holds 8 eyeshadows. So I got 4 eyeshadows and 2 blushes, 1 bronzer and 1 highlight, because they also do little, like, I'll show you in a close-up, but they also do blushes like Satin, matte, and then they do bronzers and highlights, which is like amazing, especially for the price, and especially because you can get it in pennies. I'm more than sure you can get it anywhere where Essence is sold, like any pharmacy or anything like that. Yes, but before I get into the video, if you can hear I'm really like nasally and sick, it's because I've been really sick for the last week. I've had a really bad head cold and all that, so I'm really sorry if it like annoys you in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and open these and pop these into the actual kits. It literally just fits into the case like that and you click it down. Okay, so I popped them all into the little kit and it actually looks really cute. It looks so nice. Oh my god, I actually really like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the eyeshadows. So this one here, and I'm gonna put like a swatch in so you can see what it actually looks like. So this one here is for Brownie'licious. This one, in my opinion, is a cool dark brown, and that's really why I wanted to get it. So you have like a wide range of dark colours. And the next one over right here, this one is 7 Mauvie-time. This one, as the name suggests, is a really nice mauve colour. I really like that one. Then the next one over here, this one is number 10 Apricotta. This one is a really gorgeous shimmery like champagne colour. It's more gold. It's so pretty. I really like this one. Then over here, the last one on this row, this one is 5 Cotton Candy. Again, this one looks amazing. It just, oh, it's so pretty. This one's a more purpley undertone kind of colour compared to this one here. I really like both of these. Then down on the bottom row here, these ones were all eyeshadows. These ones here, these 2 are blushes. This one here is a matte blush, and this one is It's Berry Time number 1. This one is very pretty, very beautiful for summertime. It will be so pretty on deeper skin tones. Then this one here is a satin blush. This one I got because I feel like this would be a lot more beautiful on pale skin tones, which I normally am during winter. So I got this one in 3 Rosy Glow. And this one here, this one is a bronzing powder. Now, in my opinion, this is very yellow, but we'll give it a go because I'm really interested in seeing what it's like. So this one is in 1 Hello Sunshine. I think this might be the lightest bronzer shade. That's I wanted to get this one. And then this one on the very end, this is a highlighting powder, and this one's in number 1 Let It Glow. This one I'm very interested in seeing what it's like, because these 2 at the very top, these could even like be pulled off as highlighters. So I'm interested in seeing if this is as highlighty as I want it to be. So I'm gonna zoom you in and I'm gonna start off with the eyes. So up and personal. I hope you can see me there. Okay, so I haven't put anything on my eyes other than set it with like translucent powder, and I'm just gonna use my Inglot 6SS brush. I'm just gonna wipe just in case anything extra on it. I don't want anything to like mix in with it. So what I'm going to start off with as a transition shade, I think I'm going to go in with the bronzer, because this looks just like creme brulee, a little bit lighter than creme brulee, which I would normally put in my crease. So I'm just going to take my Inglot, and it's like coming off really pigmented, so I'm hoping, I'm just going to tap off a little bit of the excess, grab my mirror. Oh, that's quite pigmented. Oh, I like that. And it's blending quite well as well. Really, really like that. That's really nice. It blends so nice, really well. I also, when I was looking at the stand, I couldn't see any nice transition shades. Like there weren't a lot of light colored like transition shades other than the bronzer. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Pink Avenue blender crease brush, and I'm gonna take Mauve it right here, which is like the cooler mauve color. It looks a lot grayer on camera. I have no idea why, but it's a lot more dusty purpley kind of, and it comes up and it is quite pigmented as well. So I'm just gonna put this in my crease. I know it's really like, this is really yellow colored and this is more mauve, but I want to like incorporate all the colors. Wow, that is really, really nice. It's really, really pretty. I'm not gonna go too overboard, but you can like see where I put it, and yeah, I do really like that. Next, I'm gonna go in deeper, and I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and this is Brownie'licious. So I'm gonna take my Crown C511 brush. It's just like that. It's just stained. There's nothing really on it. So I'm just gonna take that color on this brush and put it into my inner corner. I mean the outer corner. Oh my god, like I'm not gonna lie, these are like so pigmented and they're just so easy to blend out. I'm just gonna take my Inglot brush and just kind of help blend that out a little bit more. Just the edges. That there is a little bit hard to blend out, but like it's okay, like it's not like too bad. I'm gonna take a bit more of that bronzer colour and just help to blend those colours in together. Like that. And then next of all, I think I'm just gonna do that for now because I don't have any other darker colours to work with. But next I'm gonna take one of these lovely colours. I think I'm gonna go with, oh, I don't know which one. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one, which is, I think it's Snowtime. Cotton Candy, sorry it is. Cotton Candy. And I'm gonna take it on my brush first. Oh, okay, there's a lot of kick up there. I'm gonna take it on my brush first, not using Fix Plus, and then see how it is without Fix Plus. And like they are a little bit powdery and there is quite a bit of fallout, not a lot but like a little bit. I always do this with eyeshadows anyway, so I put a base of it on with no Fix Plus, then I go back in with it and then on my brush, and then with Fix Plus I like to just kind of douse it, and then I'm gonna go back in with one more swipe and then I'm gonna go in. That's a really pretty colour. I really like that. I don't like the formula though because I do feel like it is quite powdery and I'm not 100% on it. I don't like the formula, but I do really like the colour and the shimmer and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, this is actually turning out really well. I really do like it and I'm impressed. So I'm going to do my other eye and I'm going to come back and then I'm going to do the bronzer and the highlighter and the blush and see how that goes. So I'll be back to you in a minute. Okay, so I did my other eye and I'm back now, and now I'm gonna go in and try with the bronzer, highlight and blush. So I don't know how I'm gonna contour because there is no contour shade. I'm not too keen on using the eyeshadows here for contour because I do use this colour as a contour, so you can tell like this one here is a lot more warm than these two here. They're a lot cooler. I also thought I would show you a comparison between my Hoola bronzer, which I always use, compared to the bronzing powder from Essence. So you can see there is the bronzing powder and there is Hoola. You can see it's slightly warmer, it's slightly lighter as well. On my Pink Avenue bronzer brush, it's a very stained, it is clean, there's nothing on it, no excess or anything like that. So I'm just kind of dipping it in. I'm lucky that it's like a small brush and it can fit like properly into the pan, like you can see. So I'm just gonna, I'm quite nervous. You can see it's actually not bad, like, at all. It's really, really nice. It is slightly too yellow for me, I'll admit, but like it is blending out really, really nicely. So I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to come back and do the blush. Okay, so I bronzed up the rest of my face. I'm not like a massive fan. I will definitely use this again, like if I'm going traveling or anything like that and I don't have enough space for my Hoola bronzer, because let's admit it, it's massive. I do have a mini size version of it, which is like I'd say that size compared to it, which is like nice to travel with, but it's still the same thickness, which is just, it's pointless. So but this, I could just like even take it out and put my cap on and I'm ready to go. So I do think I will be using this again. Now next on to the blush, which is my favorite. So I'm not like, I'm going to Justin Bieber tonight, but I'm going to be putting a full glam of makeup on, so I'm going to be taking this off anyway. So I think I'm going to try both of these, one on each side. I have two clean brushes here, they're both different sizes, but I think I'm going to use this one for the shimmer, because, or the satin, because this one's a lot bigger. I prefer, if a matte wasn't like massive, I prefer it if it's concentrated in a small place. So I'm going to use this for matte, this for shimmer, I mean satin. So I'm going to go with the matte one first, which is this one right here, and that one is called It's Berry Time. So I'm going to just take that really lightly. Oh, that's quite pigmented. Well, I tapped off the excess, but it's quite pigmented. I'll go in again. Oh, I put too much on. Okay, I'm gonna try to rub that off. Okay, I might have gotten too overboard, so I'm gonna take one, just like this little thing here. Try blending it in. It's so pigmented. I shouldn't have used too much, but yeah, I'm just gonna try blend it back towards my temples. Okay, so I did put too much here, but like when I try to blend it out, it won't budge. So I'm not a huge fan of this, maybe for an eyeshadow, but as a blush I think it's just a little bit too pigmented. To the satin, and I'm going to use this Pink Avenue face brush. Oh sugar, that's a bit pigmented as well, so I'm going to just take the tiniest bit. This one's called Rosy Glow, and again it's very pigmented, but I think I prefer this one a lot better because it is a little bit less pinky. Well, it is still pink, but it's not as like bold as that one, if you know what I mean. And it's a lot glowier. I like a glowy blush. My favourite blush is actually from Essence, and it's the Silky Touch blush. I use this in like every single video, and this is in Indian Summer. This is amazing. So yeah, I think I prefer the satin side a lot more to the matte side. I just feel like it blends a lot easier than the matte side, and it's a lot less pigmented, which I kind of prefer. Last but not least is the highlighter, which is there, and this one looks not very highlighty. So I'm going to be using my Crown C529 brush, which is just like a tapered blush or brush. I'm going to be using this one because I feel like if I use the fan brush it won't come out as highlighty as I would prefer it to come out. So I'm just going to dip this in here. Again, it's quite powdery, so I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to go on this side. Yeah, it's quite subtle, but I actually like it. Subtle, how it is. It's like quite goldy undertoned. I actually really like that. That's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Mary Luminizer, but a lot finely milled, a lot more finely milled. I don't know if you can see that there. It's very subtle. It's really, really nice. I do quite like that actually. But I want to try one of the eyeshadows on the other side of my face to see how it is as a highlighter. So I'm just gonna rub my brush clean, and I'm gonna use Let It Glow, which is this one here, which is the more champagne-y colour. I use this one on my eyes and this one I'm going to use on my face. So again, I'm going to take my brush. I want to see how this works. And yeah, I really like that. I do like that as a highlight as well. But I think I prefer this one. I'm not too sure. I actually like them both as highlights. Yeah, this one just looks so like glowing from like within, which is weird, but I do really like that. And this one is quite more glittery. You can kind of see it is a little bit more glittery, but I still really, really like that. So yeah, I'm all in all, I'm really impressed with these shadows. The eyeshadows especially, they did blend quite well. They did the job, and it looks really, really nice. It looks just as if I was to do a simple eye look with my Makeup Geek shadows. Like, bearing in mind that these each are $1.90 and you can like get pretty much a full face out of just this palette, which altogether costs $17.70. I think this is a really good deal, especially if you're starting out with makeup and you want to play around with some colours. I saw there was like an electric blue and I thought that was really, really, really stunning. It was quite pink, like it looked really bright. So I think like even messing around with some colours, this brand would be a good place to start because it's really cheap. My favourites out of this would be the two eyeshadows. These are really nice. Even though they are a little bit powdery, I still think that they are beautiful and really reflective, and even as like a highlighter I still think that it is really, really nice. And yeah, both blushes, I prefer the Satin blush, which is the Rosy Glow one. I think that one is a lot nicer on me personally. I prefer a satin blush. So, but the blush, this one here, this one would be so pretty as an eyeshadow. I know it would be so nice. So I do like everything in this palette. Some of them I won't be using as much as others, but yeah, I hope this was like informative for you. I hope this helped you in some way. I hope this like helped you choose which ones you like. There's so many other colors as well. There's a lot in store, so I definitely would recommend going in store. Also, they also have another palette like this, but only comes with 4 slots here, so if you want to just even get a couple eyeshadows, even get that as well. I hope this was helpful for you, and if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!